Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the day of the video down. How's it going today? Today I've just rocked up into work's car park and we're going on in for a lovely day at work. Still weird getting ready while Laura's at home, but we'll get used to it. Today is our first day of we don't really have anything to do when I get home. We don't have shopping or anything like that. Laura's spending the day in town. I've left her my camera, my old camera. If she uses it, then I'll give her this camera because, you know what I mean, she may as well have the better camera if she uses it a lot. But yeah, so we'll see. She probably won't use it, but if I leave it there, she may one day just pick it up. Some exciting investigation tasks to carry out today anyway, so that's what I'm doing with my day. It's going to be a slow one. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another day of the video down. How's it going today? Today we have had, well, I've already started this video, haven't I? What we're talking about. We are just leaving work now. As you can probably tell, we're rolling on out of the car park. So today it's been a weird day. It's just been one of them strange ones. We've been doing investigating. I've been investigating with Lewis today, different ways of doing deployments from this point on. It's quite warm, so I may put the windows down at some point. So at the moment we have a system which is quite manual. It's quite solid in the sense that not much of it can go wrong per se, but it's quite manual. It takes manual steps and manual processes between each deployment to go this is in this environment, this is in this environment, etc. But we want to move away from that. We want to move to more of an automated model where tests are automated, code is automated, obviously, deployments are automated and all of that kind of things. The dream is going to a continuous deployment model where places like Facebook in theory can get code live onto a live server really, really quick. So we kind of want that, but we also kind of don't. And I've picked up the investigation task into how to get around that kind of system. And we've been looking at people like Netflix, and to be honest with you, it looks like fucking Netflix are the Don Juans of environment and infrastructure testing. They're the kind of people who got the Chaos Monkey stuff. They were the first people to do that kind of thing. They seem to be the go-to guys if you want to know anything about this kind of stuff. They've got quite good technology blogs and things like that. Well, it's been quite a frustrating day because we're trying to design systems that are different to our own for apparently no reason, because everyone else seems to have the same kind of system. We aren't far off what everyone else has. With the strange exception of naming conventions, in which case we have terrible naming conventions. Oh gosh, I put my clutch up then, didn't mean to do that. Their systems are all the same. They have a development, they have a testing, they have a production. It's basically what we've got. We've got two level of testings. Our development is called Smoke and stuff like that. So we're trying to figure out ways of doing this, and then the problem is we'll suggest something and then they'll say, oh, that's too linear to what we're already doing, think outside the box. We suggest something outside the box and they're like, oh, that's crazy, we can't just do stuff like that out of the blue. So it's kind of weird because I feel like the decision has already been made. I feel like everything I've said up to this point is just words and none of it actually makes sense. I feel like the decision of how we're going to be doing deployments in the future has already been made. I feel like what we're doing is essentially pointless because nothing's going to change. It's just going to be we're just going to do it exactly how we've always been doing it because it works. And to a certain extent, yeah, it works. I agree. We'll try and automate it. Literally the only difference is we'll be doing some of the steps automatically, which does mean that we have to define when we are safe enough to do that, because obviously even test environments, you can't just change things willy-nilly because testers will be working on them virtually constantly, so you can't pull the rug out from underneath them and just say, oh no, we've just changed a new version now. They'd have to do the testing all over again. So yeah, it's one of them really. As I don't feel like I've said anything of note for you in the past however long, and I'm sorry about that, to be honest with you. It's really, really confusing, to be honest with you. I'm not really 100% sure what we've been doing and why we've been doing it, but yeah, I'm leaning, basically I'm trying to design the testing environment infrastructure for the company from now on. That's what I'm currently trying to do. and there is a couple of good ideas that I've spawned up, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like someone's already decided it, and it's just like a plaything for me to have as the student. Let's give him this for funsies. The main problem with it is we need to define the testing, and you can't, like, testing shouldn't wrap around how our infrastructure works. Like, testing should be the reason we have the infrastructure, because if we didn't have testing, we'd just fucking FTP the files into live, YOLO, just put it, or just work on the production server. Balls to have in dev machines, just friggin' do it on Livebox. But the reason we have different environments is for testing, so the idea of not having defined testing yet, but still trying to define environments seems silly to me. But I need to liaise with testers. Steve's back in today, so that's good. I need to liaise with the testers and what their strategy is over the next couple of months. Very businessy kind of things. It's not really what I sign up for. I'm a developer, you know. I like developing stuff, and I find not doing developing stuff quite frustrating. I get like quite frustrated because I can't do essentially what. Oh dear, people pulling out when they shouldn't. I just can't do the things that I would normally, like, I just like coding stuff, you know. I couldn't give a monkey's what about environments. Like, it's just not interesting to me. It's just a means to an end. But that's the thing I'm fighting with. It's not interesting, but then it's how do you differentiate yourself without just copying working systems? But they're working systems, they work for a reason. Words, developer vlogs, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm now heading on home. Laura is apparently on the phone to her mum at the moment. She texted me before I headed off, so she may be busy by the time I get in. Yep, red light's on, so we can just cut the camera and put the windows down and put some music on. Yeah, we're going to go home. The weather's nice, so I'm going to suggest that we're going to sit in the park for a bit, but she's been out all day, so maybe not. But yeah, we're just going to have pizza for dinner tonight, and that's about it. I'm probably going to talk to her about all this and see if I can get her opinion. Do a bit of rubber ducking. Rubber ducking to you hasn't really worked, but I'm not really rubber ducking properly because I'm driving at the same time. I'm not really thinking about it properly. So yeah, that's been my day. It's been a weird one. I've got my heads full of testing environments and how to do things differently, even though everyone seems to do the same thing, so why are we trying to do it differently? I don't know. Let's just be better. Anyway, let me... Oh, grief. God, it's so hot. Let's go and see Laura. Totally just ending this video for completeness, because literally not much has happened since I've talked to you about work in the car. We came back, we tried to have a walk tonight, and as soon as I turned the camera off, clouds, straight in, straight over, didn't, ow, just got my sock stuck in on a screw. Careful of that, bub. Yeah, so we went for a walk. It was like, oh, we'll go and sit in the park. Walk to the park, cold. Walk through the park, we go, oh, we'll walk around here. It started to rain, turned around. Came back here and had some pizzas for dinner. And I've been looking into some Cody stuff. We've been watching Dragon's Den as well over here. I've been looking into some Cody stuff, and there's been a couple of things that I did at work today before we moved on to investigative tasks. And I've lost like the work that I wanted to do, rebuilt it all, started to extend it into something else, and it's not working out for me. It's not. I need to redesign how I'm doing it. So I ended up just being like, I can't concentrate on redesigning things. Oof, put it away. We'll do it tomorrow morning when I'm more innovative. What are you doing? But otherwise, we're going to get, well, it's 10:30, so I do actually need to render this out and get it uploaded. And I've shaved and stuff. Tomorrow, you've got meetings. Yeah. You've got meetings with someone, which is going to be exciting. We'll talk about it tomorrow. She'll talk about it tomorrow because you can take this camera with you. No. And I've obviously got work and stuff. I'm assuming we're doing more investigative stuffs, but I don't know what. But I don't know what we've got to do, to be honest with you. because, like I say, it's one of those things where we kind of need testing to get involved.
Your stipple's growing longer by the minute.
But yeah, I need to have a shave, and I need to rent you out and get you uploaded. Hey, bud.
Yes.
Yes? You okay?
Yes. Your hoodie.
I know it's my hoodie. Oh dear. This girl. This girl here.
Go on, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Get off! Such a bully. You put the camera down. You turned it off.
No.
No, I'm just taking it out. I'm not moving.
This is good. It's like your yoga from earlier. You're practicing your child pose.
Yeah. Need to
Oh.
get
Oh.
my arms out.
Got him. Yeah. Catch you later.